All right, all right. Welcome, everybody. How we doing today? This 15th of October, 2017, Sunday night four-station team call. How's everybody doing out there? I see Obi's out there. I see my man Doug, Millie, Jenny, Karen. What's up, guys? So listen. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Volume's good. We're good to go. Take some notes. Take some notes, guys. Got a quick couple of things I want to hit you guys with. Hopefully this will help you with your business. If you guys are feeling stuck for whatever reason, I'm going to help you here. I'm going to hit you with some stuff, okay? Now, you know what? As we get started, let me get started with that. First things first, I want to let you know that today's call, and I'm going to open up later on for some feedback. But today's call is going to be about DMOs, daily method of operation, and what are we doing on a daily basis with our business? You know, and part of that has to do with getting back to our goals, getting back to why we started this, why we do this, and what's important to us, right? So, what's up, Bill? I see you just jumping on. How we doing? How we doing? So, I guess I want to get started with that first, guys. And that's for me the most important is your mindset. Where is your mindset on a daily basis? And I'm going to tell you, you know, it's not always the same for me every day. It takes work. I'm not, happy every day. I'm not, always ready to do my work every day. I'm not ready to prospect every day. To be honest with you, it pisses me off. It bothers me prospecting. But at the end of the day, what matters to me is where I want to be. It matters to me what the outcome is going to be. It matters to me the person I want to become in terms of creating a legacy, creating, and giving an impact on people's lives. That's what matters to me, because that is what's going to move my business forward and get to me where I need to be, regardless of how I feel. I'm going to read you guys a quote. I wrote this down because I think it was phenomenal when I heard it. Hold on, let me find it. It's here. Okay, you ready for this one? I want to write this down. I'll say it to you first, and I'll slow it down if you want to write it down. Commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood to do it has passed. I'll say it again. Commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood to do it has passed. I mean, listen, we know what we want to do here. We at this point that we know what we want to do with our business. And we all have different goals with our business, right? But there's times throughout our day where we're motivated and we want to rock our business out and we want to go prospect the world, and the mood hits us and we want to go do it. Sometimes we're just not in the mood to do it. But here's the thing: our goals don't care about your mood. Where you want to be, the person you want to become, doesn't care about what your mood is. Your business will not move forward if you depend upon your emotions and your mood on a daily basis. It's not. It's got to happen no matter what. Whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you're sick, whether you're not sick, whether you feel like doing it or not. If you want to get to a certain place, your business, you need to put activity in your business every single day. And what does that activity look like? So I'm going to transition into what that looks like. DMO, daily method of operation. And my business has changed ever since I've decided to make a change in the way I think about my goals. And this is, guys, this is all coming from the training I'm receiving from being in the Rank Makers group with Ray Higdon, some other stuff I'm learning from Bob Heilig. And I want to, impart this on you guys so you guys can use it as well, because it does me no good just knowing it myself. If you guys have to learn it as well. So, daily method of operation. I stopped focusing on the results that I want, which are I want Success Club 10. I want, this much income throughout the week. I want this much. I want that. Stop even focusing on that. Okay. And I focused on what I can control. What I can control is how many minutes a day I'm doing my personal development. How many pages in a book I'm reading every single day to increase my mindset and to improve my mind on a daily basis. What I can control is how many people am I reaching out to? I can control that. No matter how my day goes, it doesn't matter. I can control how many people I can talk to. Those are activity goals. So I'm going to help you guys here. Everybody has different times. Everybody works a full-time job here. Everybody has different times throughout the day where they're doing their business, whether it's a coffee break, whether it's a lunch break, whether it's after work, whenever it is. You guys know when you have your time to do your work. Now, on a daily basis, what you want to do is set an activity goal. Set a number of people that you're going to reach out to. Is that going to be 2? Is that going to be 3? Is that going to be 5? Now, that activity goal should be enough that you can handle it, but it pushes you just a little bit. So if you have no problem reaching out to 2 people a day, and when I mean prospecting 2 people a day, I mean getting them to see a video, getting them to see a product, getting them to see something that we do, whether it's the coaching opportunity or it's a workout program or something. They have to see a third-party tool. That's what reaching out to, an exposure, okay? Whatever that exposure is to you, whether you get on a one-on-one phone call with them, whether you send them a video link, whatever it is, that's, focus on what your number is. If it's 2, great. Most of us who are part-time, that is the number that works for us, 2 a day. And I'm going to tell you, I've done a lot of reading and research that 2 a day, people have made millions in this business, 2 a day, because there's that commitment. There's that consistent effort that Darren Hardy talks about in the compound effect, right? That little bit of effort every single day creates massive results over time. And I think what gets us stuck, because it happens to me too, what gets us stuck sometimes is that a lot of us want those results like right now. A lot of us want those results like next month. A lot of us want those results like right, let's happen. Let's make it happen right now. But the truth of the matter is, if we stop focusing on the results and just worry about what we can control, and that's our daily activity, the results will take care of themselves, right? It's kind of like us with our fitness. Think about it this way. How many times do we tell our clients, throw away the scale, stop looking at the numbers, stop weighing yourself, stop measuring yourself? Why? Because those customers want the results right now. They want to put themselves in a microwave, push the button, and be done with it and have the results. Well, it's the same thing with our business, guys. You can't expect to have microwave results in your business. You got to put in that daily effort, focus on the effort, and stop worrying about the results. And this is why writing down your goals and writing down your activity goals are so important. If you write down your daily goals of what you want to do, whether it's 2 people a day you want to prospect or it's 5 people a day, at the end of that week, check your numbers. Did I hit my goals? Did I not? If you didn't hit your goals, well, then you know why your business is not moving forward. If you did hit your goals, well, then you know what? Continue hitting those goals. All of a sudden, your results will happen just by you being consistent. There's no way in the world your results cannot happen just by you being consistent. No way in the world. Okay? But don't worry about what the results are going to be. Don't worry about what your money, the income you're going to make. Don't worry about any of that. Okay? Other activity goals on a daily basis is, like we said, we talked about number 1, personal development. You can control 10 minutes of reading a book. You can control what you listen to and from commuting to work, right? You can control how many people you're going to prospect a day. Again, this is your number, not mine, not anybody else's. This is yours. You know what you have time for. If you have time for 2, perfect. That's good enough. And also, on top of that is, your social media posting, Facebook Lives. Challenge yourself to how many Facebook Lives are you going to do this week? Are you going to do 2? Are you going to do 5? Are you going to do 1 a day? Are you going to do once a week? Are you going to do 2 a week? Whatever you're going to do. What are those activity goals that you can control? You can control how many times you do Facebook Live. You can. It doesn't matter when you go to hit that button, you're scared shitless. And even if the video sucks, I've done videos that suck, get 10, 15 views, and they suck ass. But so what? I'm going to come back the next day and do another one. And I'm going to come back the next day and do another one. Listen, we can read, we can study, and we can watch videos, and we can learn till we're blue in the freaking face. And it doesn't mean shit if we don't put into action. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Knowledge is like, the energy that's inside of the light switch on the wall. And so you flip that switch, which is taking that action, it shit don't work, right? It's potential power. But the power is the ability to take that action into what you know you need to do. So it's taking that action, right? So, guys, we know what we need to do. It's just taking the action and doing it. And this is going to help you. Writing down your daily goals. I'm going to prospect 3 people today, every single day. And now, also, let's make it fun. Let's set some weekly goals. Let's set some monthly goals, right? So let's say you decide, all right, I want to prospect 3 people a day. I want to do a Facebook Live every day. I want to read 20 minutes in a book, or 10 pages in a book, or 20 pages, whatever your number is. You figure out what that is. I need to do this much personal development a day, every single day. At the end of the week, come Friday, check your numbers. Am I there? If not, figure out what happened. Why didn't you hit your numbers? Be real with yourself. And hey, listen, not to jump off topic here for a second, but what I want to get at is part of our playbook training. One of the last numbers was find the success partner. If you're someone who doesn't have a success partner, then I recommend you find one, because that success partner is somebody that is going to keep you accountable to your goals. It's somebody who's going to say at the end of the week, hey, did you hit your numbers? And when you say, no, I did not, that person's going to say, well, stop your shit. Why not? There's somebody who's going to be tough enough to say, hey, listen, you told me you want to be X, Y, you want these results. You know what you need to do to get those results. Why aren't you doing it? We are accountability partners to our customers and clients, right? Well, we need to have that same accountability partner in our business if we want to succeed. So getting back into it, setting those monthly goals. And guys, here's the other thing too. If at the end of your week, you did hit your numbers, well, freaking celebrate. Be happy. Pat yourself on the back. Do a dance. Do something, man. Be happy about yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be like, hell yeah, man. I put a plan together and I set my daily goals and I freaking killed it. I hit my numbers every single day. Every single day. And you know what? At the end of that week, 2 weeks, you're going to have results. It's just inevitable. It's inevitable. If you focus on your goals and your activity every single day and be consistent, there's no way you're not going to be successful. No way. No way. Okay? No way. Let's just stop trying to get those results tomorrow. Let the results happen when they're going to happen. Again, I always bring it back to our fitness. Okay? Our results with our fitness are going to happen when they're going to happen. Your body will take over when it's ready to take over. Then all of a sudden, that daily work, that daily effort of drinking your shake every day, of doing your workouts every day, will all of a sudden show up and boom, they're your results. Same thing with your business, guys. There's no different. There's no different. Now, setting monthly goals, have fun with it. Not everything has to be just about business. Set a goal of, all right, you know what, this month, so you work the numbers out. If you want to prospect 2 a day, 7 days, how many is that? 14 a week, right? Multiply that by 4 weeks. I don't know, I'm stupid at math. So by the end of the month, how many numbers is that? How many people by the end of the month are you going to be speaking to? Somebody, give me the number. I know Doug's good at numbers. 30?
42.
42. 42 people. If you talk to 2 people every single day, at the end of that month, that's 42 people that you prospected. You're going to tell me out of 42 people, you're not going to get at least 2 to 3 people sign on, whether it be a coach or a new customer?
Actually, it's 56. Sorry.
Whatever it is. Even better. Like I said, I'm stupid at math. I don't care. I don't need to know math. Doesn't matter. 56, even better. 56 people that if you talk to 2 a day, every single day, those are the numbers you're going to hit. That's a monthly goal. Now, how about a different monthly goal? What if you had a monthly goal of you want to study recruiting, you want to study marketing, you want to study sales, you want to study communication, you want to study mindset? Don't be afraid to reach out outside of Beachbody world and and find training and find mentors and find other things that you want to learn and get better at. I mean, you know what you want to get better at. What are you good at that you want to be a master at? That's the other thing too. I spoke about this at length before. Find out what your strengths are and become a master at those strengths. Don't just be good at your strengths, become a master at it, right? That's how you're going to be great, because your weaknesses are always going to be your weaknesses, no matter how hard you work at them, right? So figure out what that goal is for your month. You want to do that. Also, with a significant other, how many date nights a month you want to have? How many new experiences you want to have? You never done, I don't know, pick something. Today's, I don't know, good day. Some people went wine tasting. Maybe you never done wine tasting before. Obi, you went apple picking recently. First time you ever did that, right? What's a new experience in your life that you want to try? Find something, that you want to try and put that as a goal. If you write it down, put that as something as your goal, as a new experience. Maybe you want to go, I don't know, maybe Doug wants to go salsa dancing for the first time. I don't know. Listen, pick something, whatever it is, man. Pick something fun. That's, it doesn't always have to be about business. It doesn't always have to be about that. Pick a night, focus on your spouse as well. Focus on your kids. Maybe you want to focus on having more time with your kids. 1 or 2 nights a week. Make this a goal with you and your family. If you hit your numbers by the end of the month, then you know what? Treat your family out to a family day. Treat your significant other out to a date night, where you just focus on each other, man, and do that. Make that a monthly goal as well, because that's important. It's important to have those other things going on in your life, so you're not just so bogged down. Then you get yourself stuck in the mindset of just only working the business. All right, guys. And I think that's about it. Oh, I wanted to recommend a book. And it's, like I said, I told you guys, I love audiobooks because the author speaks to you. And some books, I got to tell you, some narrators, they're like school professors where they just drone on and they're monotone. And it's like, some of those books, I'm going to be honest with you, are hard for me to get through. There's a book that I've been trying to get through, but it's just really difficult because the guy's boring, is the book called The Obstacle is the Way. Every network marketing mentor that I watch raves about this book. Eric Worre talks about it. Ray Higdon talks about it. Everybody I know talks about this book called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. I'm going to have to get it on paperback. That's going to be the only way I'm going to be able to read it, either Kindle or paperback, one other way. Because the audiobook, for me personally, is monotone and boring. It's hard for me to listen to it. But a book I want to recommend to you guys that's fun to listen to, and I've actually heard it already 2 times because it's that fun to listen to and it's not long. It's called Beach Money. Beach Money by Jordan Adler. Just to give you a little bit of a story about Jordan Adler, if you've never heard of him before. Jordan Adler, in the course of 10 years, joined about 10 or 11 different network marketing companies. Because he loved the model, he loved the business model, but he couldn't find a mentor, just didn't know how to do it properly. And in the book, he talks about his story about how he went through all those failures. But after 10, and in those 10 years, he did not sign up one recruit. He didn't make one check in 10 years. And he spent thousands on training, thousands on product, thousands on, signing up and stuff like that. In 10 years, he didn't sign up one person. In the 11th year, he was talked into and did another network marketing business, became successful at it, learned how to do it properly, got the right mentors, got the proper training, and now he's known as the $20 million network marketer. So he's made, 8 figures, and he continues to make the type of money. And it's through, consistent effort. And, the story he talks about is how he to get there, you got to recruit 20 to 30 and then find the one. Then in that 20 to 30, one person is going to be the one that's going to, bring you thousands. And every person who's made that type of money in this business, if you look into it, if you research it, say the same thing. And it's not only network marketing. It's in real estate. It's in car sales. It's in a bunch of different things where that number, 20 to 30, happens to be like that magic number for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, do your research, and if you don't believe me, and check it out for yourself. But Beach Money, definitely a cool book to listen to, by Jordan Adler. So definitely recommend that book. All right. So questions, comments. Let's talk about it. Because what we're gonna do is, guys, what I suggest we do is next week. I want us to everyone here. I want us all to talk on this team call, because I believe it's a team call. Everybody should be able to give input, not just me speaking or anybody else speaking, giving training. This should be a time for us to speak our minds, speak about things that we want to work on, things that we want to learn, things that we want to get better at, and whatever you guys want to talk about. That's what this is about. Us getting together and doing that. What's up, Bill? I see you raising your hand here. Go ahead.
I gotten, what I was gonna say is like the only frustration that I found with myself, I mean, I'm getting better, but I was at the beginning, I was finding it a little frustrating, was that everybody that gravitated to me was just interesting, and which is okay, because that's how I started. And that's why I said, I had to refocus my mind onto that. They were only interested on, focusing on themselves, which is what we really want, the weight loss. They were not interested in anything else, even the discount coaching and stuff like that. So I was starting to get a little frustrated, because I was like, okay, so I know I'm getting people that are interested in, in, let's say, joining a challenge group or studying some kind of transformation on their own, but there is nobody interested in taking it past that step, to the next level. Maybe sharing their story moving forward, or just even becoming a discount coach, moving them to the business aspect of my world, which that I was finding the difficulty. So what I started to do is, like you said, I just downloaded some other books that I had. I went outside Beachbody and just tried to re-educate myself and learn the patience to understand and getting back to myself, how I felt. It took me, I don't know, Denise would know how long before I actually became a coach.
Yeah.
So, I had to reconnect with that person and remember, you yourself didn't want no part of it. So you have to remember that person and see how you arrive at deciding, this is for me as a coach, and then maybe guide these people through the same step. And I think I'm learning. I'm in that mode now. I'm in that space into learning to take my current clients, the one that I feel that are consistent now in their journey, and see and allow them to see how much more there is now after they consistent and they getting the results that they need. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay, good. And how often, let me ask you this, how often are you sharing the benefits of coaching, in terms of the benefits with a second paycheck every week, or the benefits of how you get to impact other people, whatever the benefits are for you, whatever it means to you? How are you sharing those benefits?
Within my private pages, often what I need to do is now starting to learn to share it on my public page.
Yes.
Often, as to like make it, this is my transition. Now everybody know my transformation story. My next, what I call now which I'm working on, my second transformation story, is my business story. Everybody knows my weight loss story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working to share my business story, which I think, once people see that it goes hand in hand, I came from here, how she's changed my life, that I'm making it this now. That's what now the next level there should be, and sharing more on my public page, which I think that's what will help me more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what I found was that the more I share about the benefits of the business and I talk to people about it, the more people are open to it. It's funny because, I mean, let's face it, a lot more people can benefit from a second paycheck. And what you guys, another thing I'm learning, and I got this book. It's here somewhere. This is another good book I recommend you guys. It's a reference book, and it's something that you guys can use. It's called Making Tax a Game. Making Tax a Game. The people who wrote this book, let me tell you who these people are. Rhonda Johnson and Tom Bass. These people are professional accountants. They're certified to prepare taxes throughout the country. They're also, I believe, Rhonda is a direct sales person as well. So they go on speaking tours and they talk to people on how to maximize their taxes as being a part of a home business, as part of owning a home business. For example, I didn't know this. You can hire your children, and the money that you pay them is a write-off. I mean, there's so many write-offs that I knew nothing about, and I'm like, I'm freaking out about it. I'm like, whoa, all this stuff that you can use, it's all in this book, guys. And these are things that we can talk to our prospects about, is the tremendous tax benefits. And like, for example, I was just telling before I hit the record button, I was talking to a prospect, and she first said, "Oh, I'm when I'm ready, I'll let you know. I don't think I have the time for another job. My work is crazy." So my response was, it sounds to me like you need this a lot more than I thought. How much longer do you want to have that problem when you don't have time for yourself? And then later on in the conversation, I said, she's like, "Oh yeah, well I'll think about it." I says, "Well, the other thing is too is would you be interested in learning how much money you're actually losing by not having a home-based business?" People don't want to be losing anything. So then, of course, let's get to ask another question. Well, what do you mean? How much am I losing? Well, I don't know if you know this, but you have the opportunity to write this off and write that off and write. And so now the conversation kept going, and now a little more interested. And as we're doing this team call right now, I know I got just 2 more messages from her. So she went from not being interested right now, let's talk later on, to, all right, now I want to know more. You know what I mean? And that comes from me having the posture of knowing that everybody needs this more than they think they do. It's up to us to educate them on what it is that we do, so they know that this is a solution to their problems. They may not know right away that they have a problem, but once you put it in a way that they understand that, hey, how long do you want to work those crazy 60, 70, 80 hours a week to make, just a couple of extra bucks? There's another way. Let me show you a better way. Would you be able to listen to another way? I think I have a way that can help you. Things like that. Those are questions. Those are statements that'll engage a prospect into more of a conversation, and that's what you want. You want more of a conversation. And again, guys, this is for me reading books on communication, reading books on posture and persuasion and stuff like that. These are things that I'm learning and constantly reading and making myself better. And that goes back to our daily activities. One of my daily activities is, my first goal, number one, is hands down my mindset and my personal development every day. First thing out of the gate, that's the first thing I do. It's got to be like that every single day. I have to attack my mind before my mind then life has a chance to creep in and attack my mindset. That's the first thing I do every single day. And that's the other thing, setting your daily routine. How is your day going to go out? Not only, I forgot to mention that before, what does your routine look like? If you know what your schedule is at work, figure out what time during the day am I getting my workout in? Am I drinking my shake? Am I prospecting? Am I following up? Am I doing my PD? Set that routine. This way it becomes a habit. If it becomes a habit, then you don't have to think about it. If it becomes a habit, then the emotions won't even come into play. It'll just be like you brushing your teeth. You don't even think about it. You're doing it because it's part of your daily routine. I prospect 2 a day. I prospect 2 a day. I follow up 2 a day. Every single day. Boom, 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 like a machine. And all of a sudden, you look in your back office and you're like, holy shit, I got that much. I got this much. I got this. I got that. Okay? Good stuff. Anybody else? Questions? Comments? What do you got for me, Mel? You got anything for me? Who's got something?
The only thing that I'm struggling right now is because I have a lot of girls, especially at work, they are not willing to share their before and after picture. And they've gotten some amazing results, and they just do not want to share at all.
They don't want to share with you or online?
Well, neither.
Really?
Yeah. They'll show it to me, like their before and after, because I stress out, you have to take your before and after picture. They'll do it, you know. And finally, one of the girls who has done, I would say, about maybe 2 or 3 rounds of the 21-day fix, and every day she tells me, I want to thank you. You don't understand how, I know you don't see it, but I have, it's changed my life, you know. And like everything, I'm like, oh, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You know, why don't you share it in our private group? And she was like, oh, you know, I don't know. I'll show you one day. Finally, she had the nerve to, you know, the courage to show me. And it was huge. I mean, like, huge. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. You know, I was so happy for her. But yeah, and it's not only with her, it's like everyone. They don't want to share it. And I don't know, you know, like, and I understand because I felt like that too. You know, I mean, I was, you know, didn't want to share anything of my progress, let alone when I first opened Facebook, I didn't want to put a picture up. So, so I know what it feels like, you know, and I just gotta, you know, be patient with them and try to give them some personal development in our page, you know, to kind of take them out of that and share a little bit. But, you know, I guess I
What
gotta be
was it?
patient.
What was it that did it for you? What made you start putting it up? What made you start posting and sharing it?
Um, I guess me wanting to change, you know, that part of me, you know, um, me not wanting to be that person that, you know, held within, you know, because I can be very introverted,
Hmm.
you know, and for me just to just get out of that, that's why, you know, I have to really push myself to do that. You know, it doesn't come easy to me to share. It really doesn't.
And how did you feel after you started doing that?
Well, sometimes it can be okay, it's easy, you know, and then there's other times like, okay, I'm gonna shut down Facebook and leave it alone, and I'll look at it later. You know, depending on what is it that I'm sharing, you know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worried about what other people think or how, you know. That's what I think it mostly is with them, is, you know, worrying about how other people will view them or think of them, you know. But like, I really stress out in my private page that it's, you know, this is a non-judgment, discriminate, you know, is like
Yeah,
free from all of that. But it has to come from them, you know, when they're ready. So I don't know.
I think that that happens to a lot of us. But the one thing that I've heard is that, you know, a lot of us are too worried about what other people think about us. We're too worried about our image,
Yeah,
and we're not worried enough about creating impact.
right.
If you ask this person, hey, listen, there's two ways you can go about that. Number one, you know, if you share with them the Beachbody Challenge, the fact that they're, you know, they have the opportunity to win it from 500 to 25,000 to the grand prize of $100,000 by entering their results. You know, that's one way that you can talk about it. I mean, obviously, they'll get a free T-shirt to begin with if they share
Right,
their results. Number one, they
right.
have the opportunity to make money. Number two, and number three, how would you feel if you were able, if you knew that your progress was able to impact the life of another person? How would you feel if your results were able to impact and have somebody get off the couch and change your life just because of what they saw you do? How would that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
and that is something that some people, it'll hit them emotionally in the right spot. And then you ask them the question, well, what did you do for me when I shared my results? I know it's still hard for me, but I shared my results and you were able to follow me. Imagine how they, and look
Mm-hmm.
how you feel. You feel much better. You change your life because of it. Now imagine if you can do that for somebody else just by sharing your picture and sharing your story. Imagine how you would feel. Imagine how the other person would feel. You know, you can change a lot of lives just by sharing pictures. It's more than just you being worried about your image, and who really gives a shit about what anybody thinks about you, because they're not changing your life. How somebody feels about you has
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with you. What's in their mind about you is none of your business. What's important to you is impacting other people's lives.
Right.
You know, maybe that can help them
Yeah.
as well. Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, cool. Anybody else? Anybody else? Jenny, you good up there? All right, good stuff. OB, the boys. How we doing? Boys, Doug, OB. I know Karen's hiding back there somewhere. Karen's
I'm
hiding.
here.
You're here?
Hi.
What's up?
I'm taking it all in. And it's really so helpful. And I'm really glad that you're kind of talking about this, because it's something that I certainly do feel uncomfortable with, really, as you can tell, showing myself. Maybe next week I'll actually go on
But you're among
camera,
friends here, Karen. You're amongst
No,
friends
I
and
hear you.
family here, you know?
Yes. And I think it's about being brave in your own way.
Mhm.
And pushing through. And, I know that I've been kind of silent here, but you guys are pretty phenomenal, I have to say. And I'm really appreciative for the whole experience. So, okay. My goal, I'm on camera next week. How's that?
Good. That's it. One step at a time. We'll get you there. Listen, I remember you can ask Denise. I don't know where she is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's sleeping by now. I don't know. But I remember my very, very first post that I shared. It was one of my transformation pictures. I forgot what it was. It took me, I'm not going to lie, about 2.5 hours between me putting it took me about maybe 20 minutes to put it together, but about 2.5 hours for me to decide to hit the post button. I swear to God. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it. I'm like, nah, I'm going to put it down. I went this. I look at it again. Nah, I can't do it. Nah, I can't do it. I look at it again. No, I can't do it. No. And looking at it, and I'm sweating. I'm like, should I change this word? I'm like, damn. And then, she might have said something. And I was like, fuck it. And I just hit, and I put it down, and I just walked away. I was like, oh shit. I put it out there. Oh man. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm sweating over here. And I'm like, woo. Oh man. Oh shit. And then about 20 minutes later, I'm like, I should look at it, see if anybody's saying anything. I'm like, I grab my phone. I'm like, oh shit. The guy said to me, Dave, this is awesome, man. You're doing really great. I really appreciate you sharing this with me. And that was it. That's all it took for me to just breathe and to know that, damn, man, after all that time, everything I was worried about, what people would think about me. Oh, you're showing off this. Oh, you're doing that. Oh, it's easy for you. Oh, blah, 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 all this nonsense. I'm already playing in my head. I impacted the life of one person. If I can impact the life of one person, then you know what? It was freaking worth it. It was worth it. And that one person, guys, when you're doing your Facebook lives, or the one thing I will tell you this, a tip for me was, when I do my Facebook lives, I am talking to me years ago before I started Beachbody. I'm talking to me. I'm looking at my face on the video of my phone. I'm talking to the person who I used to be those years ago, because I want to be the person to impact that person who I was years ago. That's the tip I'm going to give to you guys. The next time you decide you want to do a Facebook Live, think about the person you were before you started doing Beachbody, before you started doing a workout, before you started drinking Shakeology, before you started reading a personal development book. Talk to that person. Look at yourself in the screen and think about you those years ago. And I will guarantee you feel more comfortable talking to you years ago, because you want to change your life years ago, right? Because we already know what Beachbody has done for us. We already know what these products and this business opportunity have done for us, right? Well, you know what? Talk to that person who you were those years ago, and I will guarantee you will impact a lot of lives. All right, guys. I think we covered a lot here. Hopefully you guys have some good stuff to move forward with. Again, daily activity goals, guys. That's where it's at. Don't focus on the results. The results will come when they come. Focus on daily activity. Pick your number, whatever your number is. Is it 2? Is it 5? I don't know what your number is. Is it 2 people you could prospect a day? Is it 5? I don't know. Pick your number, write it down. At the end of the week, let's regroup. Let's check our numbers. Did you hit them? Did you not hit them? Figure out why you didn't hit them. And you know what? Don't beat yourself up. Okay, if you didn't hit them, it's fine. But if you did hit them, celebrate. Okay, have a drink, whatever you do to celebrate. Take a dance, do a dance, whatever you got to do, celebrate, and then refocus for the next week. Activity goals, guys. All right. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys. This was good. Hopefully, you get some value from this, and let's have a good week. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.